Hey y'all, it's Shelly. So I'm coming to you to share my latest project. I joined a group um, for basically encouragement art, and this project is something that I've made to send out to someone in need of encouragement. This is my first project with the group, so I'm just really getting my feet wet and seeing what happens. I was originally thinking, it's like a swap, but you don't actually get anything back from the other person, which is fine with me. It's just somebody who needs a little uplifting and is going through a rough time. So, since I'm in Australia now, the first person I have is in Australia, and so I made them something pretty dimensional, and then I have something to send over to the U.S. and it's probably not going to be very dimensional because of the mailing. But this I'm going to wrap up pretty good and see if it arrives in one piece. But I decided just to do like a little canvas, but I did just, instead of a canvas, I just used some 6x6 chipboard, and this is what I've come up with. Sorry about the shadows. Let me see if I can zoom in. It's a little too far. But so here in Australia, the Aboriginals do, the dot painting, and that's what inspired my heart that I did. And I'm Native American heritage, and that's why I added the Dreamcatcher and the quote that I used. So I used, I'm going to kind of just sit this to the side and show you what I used. So for the heart, actually, let me show you that before. I just cut this out of, I put it on white paper. I put some black soot distress ink on the back, and can't even see my the top of mine. I always lay my ink pad on top of it, just to kind of make it stand out a little bit more, like the white. And I used Dilutions paint, and I used Silk's acrylic glaze to create my dots. And then I layered it on several layers of purple and just cut around it. And it may look like it's a little lifted, but it's on there really, really well with the perfect paper adhesive is what I used. Then these were some bronze or gold, antique gold or something, metal corners for a book, and I just painted them with gesso, and then I painted them white. Same with all of these, the flowers, the butterfly, and the filigree back there, and the Dreamcatcher. They're all metal jewelry charms, this is a charm, and then these are just metal pieces. And I painted them with gesso and then painted them with the colors. I printed this off on my computer with my computer on my printer. And there's 3-leaf charms as well that I also gessoed and then painted. And then I've added the bling to the center. And I will show you everything that I used, but you'll have to forgive if I reach across a lot. I should have done better with setting this up before I started. And then on the back, I just painted it purple, put some more hearts, and, they're created by me. I was going to leave this blank, but then I had to end up attaching the butterfly with some brads, so I wanted to cover that up. And these may eventually come loose and move. I just put them down with glossy accents, but they'll stay that way, like they're blowing for a little while anyway. So the paints I used, oh, and I'm sorry, the background, I painted it purple. It was a white chipboard piece, so I painted it purple. Then I put tissue paper over it. Then I painted it purple again. I used white tissue paper. And then I used some Silks acrylic glaze, like a blue color and a gold. And I'll show you all of those colors. And then the tissue paper, you know, it gave me my little bit of texture back there. So for the centers of my flowers, I used this these glass rhinestones. Someone had asked me about these before, where I purchased them, and I purchased them in bulk. And if you watched one of my videos before and you asked me about this, please comment on it again, and I will give you the link to where I got these. I did buy them in bulk, but now that I looked last time, they do sell them in smaller packages. So I'll give you a link to somewhere where you can purchase them. So I used this color on the little gold stamen there. Ooh. And then I used one of these large opal rhinestones, and I colored it purple with my Copic marker in violet. So you can do that, you know, to change if you don't have the right color and you have alcohol markers or alcohol ink. So that's what it turned out to be. It was this color, just the opal milky color, and I painted it and it came out to be that purple. And then on the blue, I've used the gold, and you know, I'm so bad with what colors these are and everything. The actual names on the website, I haven't labeled them. I've labeled the sizes, and then the number on the website. So if I like one color, I can go back and get the other, but I don't remember the names. So that was my bling, my rhinestones. And I just attached the feathers with some white thread, so that's pretty simple. This is just, you know, white cardstock, printed it up, and then matted it on purple, a light purple. And then these three, I colored these with gesso. Then if I had a piece of metal laying around, I would show you what they originally were, but I don't have one in arm's reach. So this is a purple, a teal, a green, and a gold. And I ended up not gessoing this one. I just went over it with the gold. And there's a little bit of color difference. This is more vibrant gold than this. So here's what I used. This is the gold that I used, and it is Silks Acrylic Glaze Emperor's Gold. There's the front there. I used this purple Silks Acrylic Glaze, which is Snapdragon. I used this teal color, Silks, and it is Sky Blue. And I used this green, and it's Silks as well. Looks like, okay, yeah, there's the, and just, I don't think this is the correct website anymore. I could be wrong, but if you need help finding these, let me know. And this is Key Lime. And I also used this boysenberry just on the heart. I didn't use it on anything else. And it's also Silks Acrylic Glaze. Then I used the the Dilutions paint in the white linen. So that is just on the corners here. That's the only place I used that. Then I used the London Blue on the heart, and that is the larger blue dots here. Then this purple crushed grape, I watered this down and painted on the back, and then tissue paper, and then watered it down and painted again. And I actually don't think it is on the heart at all. Oh, I'm sorry. And I also used the white linen on the heart. There's a white dot there as well. Then I also used this green, which is fresh lime. So that's what I used for all of that. And then I decided to make a card that would go with it and be similar. I kept with the Native American theme, and here's the card. Now, there's probably a lot of reflection in that. I did the same technique on the background with the tissue paper. And this is a Spellbinders die. It's this Inspire die, the Dreamcatcher. So this is one piece, and then it has two small feathers, if you're interested in that. And then Hello on the front is a Crafter's Workshop Hello die. And I used the same blue color glass rhinestones. And to make this Dreamcatcher gold like that, I cut out the Dreamcatcher using this Elizabeth Crafts tape. It's the wide roll. And I just put it on white cardstock and then put a piece on it big enough for my Dreamcatcher, cut it off. And then I used the Cosmic Shimmer gilding flakes on it. And this is the color Verdigris. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. And it was, it was pretty simple. I actually cut out the die cut and then put the flakes on it. You could put the flakes on a large sheet, but I didn't want to use up more of the flakes than I had to. So that was a pretty simple card that came together pretty quickly, and I wanted it to match, the project I was sending. And on the inside, so far right now, it's just black, but I am going to add white in here, write my message, and explain why I did the dot painting from taking inspiration from Aboriginals and then Native American touches. And I think I said that in the beginning. If I didn't, I'm sorry. I'm Native American, and I'm now living in Australia, and I've done the dot painting of the heart because of the Aboriginals paint in the dot painting. Now mine is nowhere near the quality that they do, and they don't typically do these bright colors. But anyway, that's my little project for my encouragement art group. And I will actually even leave the link to that group. It is international because I do have someone that I'm sending to that's in the U.S. as well. I have 3 people that I'm sending to. And this is really good because I've been making a lot of cards recently to try to get some sales going of my cards here. A lot of people have asked me, do you have a website or how can I order them? And because my mother-in-law has been getting all of her cards from me, and So I've been doing that. So it was good to get away from that, make a quick, simple card that's still beautiful, but then to do something like this as well. And already have my idea for the next two that I'm going to work on, and can't wait to share those with you. Please let me know what you think. If you have any questions, please let me know. I've not been getting the notifications for YouTube, and sometimes I forget to check it. So if you are connected with me through Facebook, please send me a message on there. I always get those. If you have any questions about any of the products, especially whoever it was that asked me about the glass rhinestones. I'm really sorry about that. So hopefully you'll see this and you can message me and I can let you know where you can find them. So thanks so much for watching. Let me know what you think. And I hope you have a wonderful day or night, whatever it is, wherever you are. And I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.